doing because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been quacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the gigs in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you. Hurry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
Four of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers podcast.
Happy, or I hate when you say happy, it's Memorial Day. It's not really a happy thing. But Memorial Day, we are live tonight on Memorial Day. The Benchwarmers, Ed and Willie are here. Eric may be joining us later. But let's just start off and get going right away, and we will talk about what we did this past week first to start. So, Ed, what did you do this past week?
I hope you guys all enjoyed the long weekend. Remember that last year? Kamala Harris tweeted that out, and she had to retreat it and, recall it, and everybody stuck up for her because, so that was, after you said happy, I thought of that, but so I'm you know what, I'm actually glad nobody dissects my personal tweets like hers, because nobody ever goes back and checks mine. Because you remember this classic? You guys remember this, It's December 7th, 1941. Only 17 shopping days left till Christmas.
What was that?
That was one of my tweets. You guys remember that back in the day?
Say it again.
It's December 7th, 1941. Only 17 shopping days left.
Christ.
Or how about this one from April 26th, 1986? Maybe the radiation will create super vegetables and feed everybody.
Is this Chernobyl?
Yeah. Well, you guys remember this tweet for sure. This one. September 11th, 2001. Jeez. Is it too soon? Expedia has great prices on flights today. It's horrible.
Wow.
See, those nobody goes and looks at my old tweets, so yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a good thing. after hearing your tweets, probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Willie,
that one from 1941, man, people would jump all over that one.
Yeah. Willie, what did you do this past week?
What did I do this past week? Let's see, I worked and I went up to Door County and spent a very cold weekend up there. So I was looking at the temps down here, and I'm just like, what the heck? I'd much rather be down here right now where it's warm. But I had great company up there. We had a good time. So got to check out the new restaurant, which is going to open the weekend of June 10th.
Do we know the name of it yet?
Time.
It's going to be Time still?
Yep,
okay.
Time. And then if we want to make a road trip Thursday night, we can drive up there for friends and family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Road trip
why not? For one night?
They should get Hootie to come out and sing Time.
That's a great idea.
That is.
Marketing.
Awesome,
it's all about marketing. Tana and Carl, if you're listening, it's all about marketing.
I could wear my Hootie shirt.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Does it fit like your Oilers jersey?
No, I remember my Hootie shirt.
I do remember it.
Your Hooter shirt?
Did
you used to work at Hooters?
I got a Cheetos and a Hooters.
You used to work there.
Yeah, I used to dance.
Yeah. He wasn't even supposed to be dancing. He just danced at Hooters.
I didn't even get paid. I just showed up and danced.
So, anyway, my past week, same as usual. I don't think anything special. Nice long weekend. Cooked some ribs on the grill, or smoked them. I think Ed, you did the same thing. You smoked some ribs.
I saw that contraption out. When did you get that thing?
Oh, I've had it for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Since
a year and a half. Yeah. I've used it. I do a lot of ribs on it. I'm gonna try. I want to do a brisket, but I'm not ballsy enough because I don't want to waste a $40 piece of meat.
Yeah. That's what she said.
I'll get to it. Hold on.
That's what she said.
Yeah, there you go.
But
we'll edit that later.
Yeah. So it's been a good, decent week.
I mean, his contraption out there though. There's guys like in Texas are like, man, we should bring this up to Scott's house.
So this week's show, we're going to talk about the NBA finals are set. We have the Celtics and the Warriors starting off this coming week. Also, we'll talk a little about the MLB, what's going on. Talk about the maybe NFL. I don't know if anything about the NFL this week. A few stories, a couple sad stories, one for sure. And a few other things. We're going to start a new segment this week that we're going to throw in once in a while. Kind of copy from, if any of you ever watched the Food Network, the best thing we ever ate. And tonight, the best thing we're going to throw to each person, the best thing they ever ate, and we're going to talk about fish.
Oh my God! This
so not seafood, not like shrimp and stuff. Maybe we'll do that another time. But we're talking just has to be a piece of fish, okay?
Yeah. Next time, let's do crustaceans or lobsters and shrimps.
And not cooking at home. Somewhere you've been and eaten where you could tell people go try this here. It's really really good. Okay, so we'll do that. But to start off tonight, let's start with the good, bad, and the ugly.
Ooh.
We'll start with that tonight. Can I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the good because I have the good, and it's not really a good, but he was a good fella.
Gotcha.
Ray Liotta passed away this week. Known for his role in Goodfellas. That's my good. You guys get it yet?
Yeah.
But that's my
slapped
good.
me right in the face.
He had his obviously was Field of Dreams for sports fans, and we were talking about it today. And actually, do you realize that was a very limited speaking role for him? He didn't speak much in that movie to the end, correct?
Right.
He spoke to him at the end before they walked back in the field. He never. Right? Am I right about that?
Right.
Which one's this?
Field of Dreams.
Oh yeah.
Ray Liotta didn't talk. He just talked to him right before he left and went to the field, and that was it. So
that's it. He goes, yeah, but we told him. Told that son of a bitch not to come back.
Yeah. Ty Cobb.
Whatever it was.
It was Ty Cobb. Yeah. So that's my good. The good fella. Ray Liotta passed away this week. 67 years old, a young 67. So, filming a movie on this. Didn't happen there, but he was out filming a movie. So
he was in some. He ended up being kind of like a bad rough guy type guy, and he fit that.
Goodfellas is just one of the best movies ever, hands down. Mafia, gangster, whatever you want to call it, one of the best ever out there. I was listening the other day, and they made a good point. Someone said this, and it's true. If you watch the movie and you remember that it's one of those movies. A lot of movies that are really good have those like moments that are kind of like, okay, I can use the bathroom now real quick, or I can, Goodfellas didn't have those spots in that movie. The Goodfellas was always something going on in the movie. You couldn't really leave your seat. It was always every scene was a big scene in the movie. So
that's a good point.
Ray Liotta passing away this week. That's not when I say it's my good. It's he was a good actor.
Yeah, you got to honor him.
Yep. So that was my good. Willie, Ed, whoever.
Willie, go ahead.
I'll go. Okay, so my good's going to be Michigan baseball. So they had a great tournament. They were the number 5 seed. They beat the 4 seed, the 3 seed, the 2 seed, and the 1 seed.
U15 tournament, they better win.
That's right.
Just kidding. The Big Ten tournament?
Big Ten tournament,
nice.
Yep. So they really got their bats got hot and the pitching got good. So they're going to be playing in. They made the tournament. They're playing in Louisville.
Okay.
I think they're the number 3 seed there. So
Michigan is.
Yep.
Okay. So Louisville's the 6th seed? Is that how it works?
No, they're the 1 seed. Louisville's the 1 seed. There's only 4 teams in each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the schedule set now for the College World Series?
They drew it today or yesterday.
Yeah, they
had the selection show.
I got to see where Oklahoma State is. My buddy's kid's playing outfield as a freshman. He was all conference as a freshman.
Oh, good for him.
So he can mash.
Might be a drafted kid eventually.
He already got drafted once.
He'll get drafted again.
Yeah, and they said he hits the shit out of the ball.
Okay. Cool. You're good, Ed.
My good's Darren Helm scored game-winning goal for the Avalanche. Sent them to the conference finals the other day. Member of the 07-08 Red Wings Stanley Cup team. He was a lifetime Red Wing.
Right.
I didn't even know he was still in the league. I'm going to be honest with you.
When he scored it, I was kind of pissed because I wanted a game 7, and I saw who scored it. I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, Darren Helm? He's still in the league? I didn't even know. So, good for him.
My bad. I was watching this morning First Take because I was up early doing my ribs and clicked it. I usually don't get a chance to watch those shows on during the week, and I'm at work, so I was just watching it. And I've seen Kendrick Perkins many times on there, and I can't, he's got, his opinions, and I agree and disagree. And Stephen A. Smith, I never agree with, but now it's gonna be 2 weeks in a row I agree with Stephen A. Smith. So Kendrick Perkins was making an argument that Jimmy Butler should have been the conference final MVP, even them losing because he was so good. And Stephen A. Smith just kind of went on a rant about, I can't believe you're showing disrespect to your Celtics. He was on the 2008 championship team with the Celtics. He played with the Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and all them. And Kendrick Perkins' response was legit. He said, number one, I work for ESPN. I'm supposed to be biased when I say this stuff, so I'm not. I love Celtics and all. But anyway, the rant. I can't believe these guys. And I'm no genius, but we could do these guys' jobs. I'm telling you right now, because the point I would have made is this guy in games 4 and 5 went 7 for 32 and scored 18 total points.
Right.
Okay. If that's the case, Giannis should still be an MVP of this series. He didn't even play in it. I'm just not being funny. Giannis,
it's funny though.
Did Giannis get a vote to be the MVP of the last playoff series? Probably not. And he should have. 200, 150. Not. And I'm a firm believer. If you lose, you shouldn't be. You have to do really extraordinary things. Like Giannis would have 4 50-point games in a row. Then maybe. But it's crazy how he should be it. And then the terrible shot he takes last night. Down by 2, he just runs down court and jacks up a 3, and he misses it front rim. Now, if he makes it, but as soon as he let it go, I was like, that's terrible, and he missed it.
The coach said it was a great shot. It was better than anything we could have drawn up.
He had Horford
and all his team supported him, he said.
He had Horford backing down on him. It was a fast break opportunity, and it was like 3 or 4 guys on, but he had Horford backing down.
Right.
He had Horford in a situation we could have took it at him and probably attacked the rim and did something around the rim.
Got fouled at least.
Or even kicked it down and kicked it out. I'm not saying he did have a great 3 or 4 games in that series. I'm not saying he didn't, but I don't know. I gave Giannis crap for a couple of bad shots he took in that series coming down just jacking on threes. So I'm gonna give Butler the crap too. I mean, that's just, you can't be the guy and just decide to settle for a running, leaning forward. It wasn't. He came down and was leaning forward too. You could just tell it was just a weird looking. He didn't come, set himself, and shoot. It was like he was almost. It was almost like he thought the clock was down to 2 seconds or 1 second.
It was 17, right?
Yeah, and he had to throw it up. It looked like he was forced, rushed, and I whatever. I just didn't like it. And the bad is Kendrick Perkins saying that he should have been MVP of the conference finals. Jason Tatum deservedly got the conference. He should have been he's winning best player on the winning team.
Yeah,
plain and simple. And Jason Tatum had a good series, very good series.
Yeah, so, I agree with you on the ESPN guys suck.
Yeah, can
we could do that. Well, we don't look the part, but let's be honest.
You're just Kendrick Perkins.
No,
he looks a little disheveled.
I do like Kendrick because he kind of does say how it is, and he's not real overbearing. He's not overbearing like Stephen A. Smith.
No, and
who would be the Stephen A. Smith if we had who would take his place?
I don't know.
Who would be the Stephen A. Smith if we had who would take his place?
I don't know.
What's
good time.
Who would be the Stephen A. Smith if we had who would take his place?
What is going on here?
That's the worst sound clip I've ever done, too. Usually mine have something to do with
I fixed it now. Okay, we're good, guys. It sounded good.
Mine's always like with farts or something.
Hey, Willie, why does that keep saying the same thing? Did we answer him already?
Yeah, I saw Wapner. Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, good. That's good stuff.
Oh my God! Lucky we only got 3 viewers. 2 of them aren't gonna notice. Yeah. Adam's like, they sound fucking awesome.
You know what? You know where Adam's at right now? Cairo, Egypt.
What the hell is he doing there?
Him and his Jordan. Him and his girlfriend.
Jordan.
Yeah, they took off and they went to Cairo.
Like free tickets, yes.
Well, I mean, because he fly. I mean,
he gets cheap flights.
Good for him.
I think if he plans,
it's free.
It's free.
Well, it sucks. It's kind of cold the baggage area, but whatever. Yeah. It's free.
Yeah, so
let's bring a couple lawn chairs to sit down.
That's
there.
awesome.
They had pictures of him today on camels and stuff like that.
Oh.
So with the pyramids behind him, I always hold them up.
Did he take pictures of their toes?
The camel's toes.
That's it.
You know what? I'm gonna text him and see if he'll take some pictures of some camel's toes.
Do it. I would get one camel toe.
we'll put that.
Do you know that? I'm sure you guys know this, but you know that like the pyramids, like if you take the picture right away, like there's an Arby's, McDonald's, like right behind the pyramids.
Yeah,
it's like you can see like it's like right on the property almost.
Is it really?
It's so populated now.
If you
around
take
there.
it the right way, it's like nothing. But if you flip it around, it's like a whole. Well, obviously, it's just built out toward it. It's just crazy.
You think you're in Vegas, huh?
Another one of those seven wonders of the world. It's probably very disappointing when you get there.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I knew some people that were there just probably about 8 or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, they loved it, but they said there were armed guards walking with them the whole time.
Well, Chichen Itza was like that for me. It was just walk through. It was like a flea market.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Is that right?
It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And you could see one of the seven wonders of the world. But it was you walk through and they're trying to sell. And I don't care because people are like, I said that to someone time. Well, that's how they got to make a living. I'm not fine with that, but you're walking through and they want to bargain with you. I think it's like a fun game because we stopped somewhere on the way to Chichen Itza. We took a bus with a bunch of people, and then we stopped somewhere and they say the guy on the bus even tell you, hey, go in there, whatever price tell you, don't accept it, take what you can get, and they'll give you lower. And I'm like, oh. Like lady charged like I bought this. I think in Siena she was real little when we went, and Jenny wanted to buy her this dress. The dress was like $10. I'm not gonna have this person sell it to me for $5.
No.
Here's $10.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Right. It's like
it's probably worth $20 to be honest. It was a real nice. It was a cute little dress, handmade or something. I'm like,
she wore it to prom this year.
Yeah, she did. But $20. I'm like $10. What am I supposed to do? Bargain down? Nope. $5.
Four.
Here's 10. Get dessert tonight.
Yeah. So whatever. I'm sorry. So bad.
No, it's so true.
Willie bad. I'm
I
sorry.
already said bad. The weather up in Door County.
Oh, the Door County weather because we kept and Ed said Stephen A. Smith like 6 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that
yes.
wasn't your bad though.
Oh,
What's
I
your
forget
bad?
what my band is now. Tommy Pham slapping Jack Peterson.
That was great.
Over a fantasy football faux pas. It's like if you've ever played in fantasy league with Cal or Sean, I can understand Tommy Pham's rage. No, I'm just kidding. But but Pham's he's pretty much a piece of shit. Did you ever read his bio? I didn't know much about him. So, he comes from a weird background. Like I think his dad was black. His mom was
Korean
or Vietnamese
or something like that.
So I'm guessing it was a military.
I know he's like Filipino or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's something like some kind of probably military family. And then he's got stepdads, and his dad was always in prison coming up. He's been stabbed twice in his life.
Pham has.
His stepdad stabbed him once.
Oh my goodness.
And then in 2020, he was in a strip club and got in a fight and got stabbed in a strip club.
He took lemon pepper Lou's wing.
Oh, he missed a lot of time. It was a ton of stitches too for that one. It was like a legit stabbing, yeah. So but I'm trying to imagine the optics if the other day we talked about this. Can you imagine if Josh Donaldson didn't say, "Hey, Jackie," if he'd walked up and slapped Tim Anderson in the face, would he not have been probably kicked out of the league?
Oh, yeah.
But when Tommy Pham does it to Jack Peterson,
same.
3 games.
Oh, 3 games he got? Okay.
Yeah. But in front of millions of viewers over a fantasy football thing. So again, to me, fantasy football is more important than some goofy trolling of, "Hey, Jackie."
Yeah.
To me, fantasy football, I take it seriously.
Oh, me too.
So, I mean, I can understand some of this, but yeah, there's just like no continuity.
Yeah. I don't know. It's who knows. I got ugly, and it's gonna be easy. It's Jimmy Butler's shot. That was my ugly. And it's not that, like I said, maybe it wasn't. Maybe when I thought of it, talking about it, it's just the way it looked. It looked rushed, like he had a buzzer beating, like he was trying to beat a buzzer and stuff like that. I just don't like it. So, yeah, it was Jimmy Butler. Go ahead, Willie. Ugly.
My ugly is Gabe Kapler. I mean, I don't get. There's so many other things you could do besides not go out for the national anthem
on Memorial Day.
Yeah, I mean, I think he went out today for it.
Well, that's my ugly.
Right. All right. But here's my thing is, why? I mean, there's so many different things that you could do, but he thinks, all right, I'm just not going to go out there for the national anthem. Okay, fine. What is that going to do for anybody? What is that going to do for the people that got shot? Nothing. So
and to me, it drives me nuts because I'm a gun guy, and these guys are always on the wrong side of this subject. It amazes me. We've saw it. I'll actually tell you. I mean, we saw it here in Kenosha and other things. But so here's what I have about Gabe Kapler. He promised to protest inanimate guns that are used to shoot people by boycotting the national anthem on Memorial Day. But after backlash, he decided not to protest anymore and honor our veterans who died in battle for this greatest country the planet's ever known. So when we're told by athletes that their virtuous national anthem protests are not disrespectful towards our veterans, they're lying to you. Because we know it is, because when he took pressure from it, he stood up for the veterans again. So which one is it? I mean, if it doesn't bother the veterans on any other day of the year, but on Memorial Day, it's super offensive. Yeah. I don't get it. And I mean, if I would have been, honestly, I would have respected him more if he would have just stuck with what he said he was going to do, and people would have just ignored him, because we're used to this bullshit now. But instead, he backs down because he got pressure. Probably the owner probably said, "Hey man, you're killing. People are protesting and sending shit on Twitter, and get your ass back out there." And I guarantee that's what happened. So he did it. So now he honors the veterans. Right? I believe that. These guys have no respect. I got a whole thing on Steve Kerr later. It makes me sick. We're the greatest country in the world. And part of it's because we have guns here. Let's be honest. But I mean, shit happens. So I just hate seeing these guys that are completely out of touch with reality. They don't live in the same world the rest of us live in.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I couldn't. Okay, I mean, and then he went on here and he wrote about on his blog about. Let's see. Every time I place my hand over my heart and remove my hat, I'm participating in a self-congratulatory glorification of the only country where these mass shootings take place.
That's a lie.
That's a lie too. I mean, it happened in Australia. It happened in Finland.
It happened in New Zealand recently.
Yeah.
What bothers me about it all, and obviously what happened in Texas was terrible.
Absolutely,
yeah. It was no matter. Number one, it was kids, which is I don't know how a human being could look at a defenseless kid and do what they did. It makes no sense to me at all.
So this has happened 13 times since 1966. I actually looked it up. That a school massacre like this, which the news media thinks it makes it sound like it happens every day, the way they talk. But why do they pick on school kids? Can you figure this one out, or does anybody have an idea?
Because it's easy.
It's got to be.
Here's the bottom line, and this is very unpopular with people, I think, and I'm not a person. The problem with the whole thing is this: we have to enforce the laws we have before we can make new laws. That's the first problem of the whole thing. I don't know what Texas background check thing is. It might have to be updated, because I know in this state you get checked. Maybe have to have a psych evaluation. Whatever. That's cool. I get it. To own. What's the difference if we had no guns in this country and this kid would have took a car through a playground?
Which did happen again yesterday.
Yeah. So that's the scary thing about this. And it's like nobody says, because it's not the same thing. And it kind of is, because right away then it's like, well, he should have been evaluated. Okay, you're right. This kid and the family's not watching out for him. I mean, and then parents getting held responsible for their kids is nuts. I mean, I get it. The one happened a few months ago. Yeah, they were kind of hiding them and stuff. I get that. That was wrong what they did, trying to tell them to do. And
well, that one in Michigan that bought him the gun.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. They should do time.
Oh, I agree.
They're completely culpable for their child's behavior.
I totally agree. But I mean, whatever.
We take on the tough stuff on this show too, not just Jimmy Butler's horseshit shooting.
Like I said, and that's scary.
I'm almost positive there's a national background check.
Hey.
I know I can't say I've ever bought a gun except from like a relative or something that didn't go through a background check.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. and it goes through. Yeah, that was I sent that.
No, well, Sean was right by the guy.
Was he out there today again?
No, this is like last.
What was that about?
About their circumcision. They're against circumcision.
I don't know. Eric, did you see that? I think you saw that. Ed sent it to us. Is that Eric in a cowboy hat?
Wow.
Dude, there's some shit going on. So
wow.
So besides that, let me finish the one thing. So there are background checks. Wow. Even though the politicians keep coming out and saying we need background check. And I've heard multiple people say it around me, and I'm like, we have to go through a background check every time.
Well,
it goes through.
And here's the problem.
And they lie to you.
Nobody gets it people like you, me, you, Eric, Willie, parents, my dads that have weapons, guns for hunting and stuff like that. We go buy them, fill out the paperwork, wait the days. The problem is, you know the best thing about this whole thing, and I don't want to spend too long on it, but in the state of Illinois, you have to be 21 to have a gun. And guess what? How many times you see on the news a 13-year-old shoots someone or a 14-year-old and
then they'll be like,
and then
four charges.
Then the cop finds him, shoots the kid with the gun, and then the cop loses his job.
Yeah.
When here's the thing, the kid that had the gun shouldn't have had it in the first place.
Well, and it's okay. So all that.
And
stuff
they're shooting each other, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Steve Kerr, I know you're talking about him.
Yeah.
Like, these guys don't take their players into inner city schools and talk to them. Hey,
I agree.
When we go to Chicago, we're all going to a school down on the side of Chicago. We're all going and talking to the kids today. We're all going to that school today.
I agree.
Why don't they? I'm saying, why don't we do that? Instead of sitting there and pounding your fist and going, this has to end. What? Okay,
What are you doing?
Pounding on a desk and doing that, all you're doing is pandering. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. And if I had the pull, I would go to schools and talk. I would talk to kids. I would talk to whoever I had to fix anything you could help, right?
You could go. You have the pull.
We're the basement Benchwarmers. They'd listen to this show.
Yeah, but no, you're a grown up. You're a grown up. I mean, you're a role model. So why couldn't you? We should do that.
I agree. We should do that.
Seriously.
We should go to schools.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's
some like 18 colleges.
And it starts all low. It's a whole at home and.
Oh, for sure. There's a bunch of. I mean, there's not one factor. The guy was a Republican. Oh, the guy did this. Oh, he played video. I'm going to tell you, video games, social media. There's multiple things that have changed in the last 25 years. The different cultures and the music and everything else. This stuff's glorified. Movies. It can all. I mean, there's tons of stuff.
And I'll say that one more time. I just want to pick on another person, Jimmy Kimmel. He's my favorite, and here's why. He's the same guy who'll sit there and cry about this, and like I said before Eric got here, just terrifying what happened down there.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just terrifying. And I'm not making light of it or anything, but to go on TV and cry and then blah, 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 and they go, oh, my next guest, Bruce Willis, who just shot out 55 people in his last movie. Come on up here, Bruce Willis.
Yes. Alec Baldwin.
I'm just saying, you think about it. I mean, I just watched Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard again, and I never saw it. I watched it this morning. I was watching it. Pretty good movie, but literally there was about 75 people killed in this movie by machine guns. But you're going to have him on a show next week because got to do it. Yeah. But you know what? It's everybody else's fault. This is part of the problem, though. We glorify just Jimmy Kimmel. You know what? I'll listen to Jimmy Kimmel more when he starts putting those people on his TV show.
Yep. Good call.
Sorry, I can't have you on the show because you got a movie that had guns in it. Yeah. And now I don't think they should stop making movies like that because obviously it's a movie. People have to. We know most. Thank God, 90% of this world knows the difference between real and fake. I think.
Right.
It's the 10%, and that's the problem. Right now, the 10% is what's running this country.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah, the loudest voice. I'm a gun nut, and I would be. They always talk about we need. Wow. Yeah, everybody knows that from my picture on the website. But I would be for common sense gun laws. They always say common sense gun laws. Why don't, when a felon gets arrested in possession of a handgun, an illegal gun, give him 20 years in prison?
Well, remember
that would stop probably 90% of the crime there.
Now this is talking about sports again. You guys remember what happened in Plaxico Burress, right?
Right. Yeah.
He was made an example by the state of New York because he shot himself in the leg in a nightclub. The only reason he had the gun on him is because he was just for himself. He had it for protection. He wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
He shot himself in the leg in a bar. He messed up.
Yeah.
And didn't have a permit. He went to jail for 2 years for that, or served about 18 months or 12 months, whatever.
At the time, New York was really tough on it. I don't think they are anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now, you got a gun crime. It's like, oh, he's out on bond with his 7th felony gun charge.
Yeah.
And we gave him a $1,500 bond.
Like I started this out, we need to enforce the laws we have first.
I agree.
You can't make more laws that we're just going to go, okay, that's a law. Yeah.
So which one should, which ones are we going to enforce?
And here's the other problem, too. I get sick, and I'm going to say both sides, Republican, Democrat. The problem with this whole thing, we tried passing a law yesterday, and they didn't pass. Nobody gets that. When they put this on, we all get it, and by a lot of people do get it, but a few people that want to pound their fist, when they pass a bill or try to pass a bill, the headline part of the bill is like 5% of the bill.
Yeah, and then there's all riders.
Let's give $10 million to Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, there's all riders attached.
Yeah, a lot of riders.
You know, if we want to do right, let's make the politicians work 40 hours a week, like we all do, and vote on every single bill, every single part of bill separately.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm just saying, though. Then we can say out. Then you could be proud enough to go, that was part of the bill. That's the only bill. I voted yes. They voted no, and then I would be like, okay, then that's kind of wrong. But when I hear even a Democrat voted no or a Republican, it doesn't matter because I know there's something else involved in there. They're saying no to. It's not just the shiny part that you're trying to make them look bad on, and it's both sides. It's not just one side. It's terrible.
They actually do work 40 hours a week, but it's just at cocktail parties and
ask Pelosi's husband.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little Dewey the other day, right?
Well, Eric, the show's really changed content since you were last year.
No, last time I was here, which was 3 or 4 months ago, this was a sports show, right?
Yeah, we're getting back to it because are we all done with that?
I don't remember where we were.
But
it's good.
I'm definitely done with it.
Here's the thing: everybody is thinking this stuff or bullshitting, and when you walk to your neighbor's house on Memorial Day, like, oh, wasn't that horrible, that thing that happened? And now they want to take my gun away because that happened, or whatever it is, you know. So everybody's talking about it.
Yeah. And neither side, both sides.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I just went to the Memorial Day thing today, and they pull out 3 guns and start shooting, and the old guy couldn't even load his, and he's like,
that was you.
And they're like,
and as they're behind him trying to do it, he's like behind him.
It's like a
21. Like it's all in the hips. It's all.
It's like Tin Cup.
You were Shooter McGavin.
He was Rene Russo. You were Kevin Costner.
I'm like,
all in the hips.
I'm watching this guy. It's
halfway through, I goes, Renee, just relax. I'm sorry. He runs away.
This guy's got a bolt action. I'm like, Jesus, give him an AR-15 or something.
Yes.
Just let him blast away.
How's this thing work?
Oh my God. It was hard to watch.
I never do this, and I did this last week. Eric was there, but I never do this on this show. But first it was Tampa, then it was the Rams, now it's the Golden State Warriors. All my picks to click.
Yeah,
and the Boston Celtics I had going with them.
You did.
I had the Bucks. I will say I had the Bucks Golden State when the season started, but then I changed the Celtics when the playoffs came. So I did have the Bucks start the year.
Because I've actually missed you
We're
because there's nobody to put their hand on my leg. It's been an empty chair for so long.
Willie can't reach, huh?
No. So let's go. How
are the ribs tonight?
They're hard now.
I made ribs too.
Did you make ribs too? Who was
smoked them?
What was that? You texting about ribs?
No,
or you
he did, but I did too.
We both did.
Ella had some. Ask her how they were. I don't know if she
did she have? She actually ate some?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She had ribs, and I made some dill pickle potato salad.
Oh my gosh.
I made a
pasta. Did you make those beans?
Yes, calico beans. Yeah. Well, I already had a recipe I already made, but it was the same. They're all like the same thing. Kind of.
You just gotta jazz them up the way you like them.
Yeah. And next time they were good, but next time I might throw a little sweeter, maybe more brown sugar, a little more, make them a little. But they were good. They were good. Everybody liked them. So, but the best thing about them is the only thing too I did wrong is it said to take the bacon. I cut the bacon up real fine. Then I threw it in the pan. Next time I would do the
oil
because the bacon's gonna get
bacon grease.
Gonna get rubbery anyway because it's gonna be in there. But it was kind of rubbery in spots because it was cooked, but it wasn't.
Right.
So whatever. That's the only thing I would do. I'm sorry. That's my tip of the day.
No, that's great.
So let's talk about the finals.
Oh yeah.
So we got Golden State and Boston. Boston is the home team, correct? They are 2 seed and
yeah.
They have
is that
how you do in the NBA? That's how you do it.
Record.
Still?
I think
it goes by record or whatever. Okay, so we have Boston. What do you guys? what do you guys like, and what do you like? How do you think it's going to happen? Who do you think is going to win, and why in this series? We'll start with Willie.
I'm a stick. I like Golden State. I'm gonna stick with them. They get the advantage. The home series advantage. So I think
Boston does.
Boston does.
No, they do.
Golden State.
Golden State probably has a better record.
Yeah. Golden State
I bet they do.
Golden State has,
but they're the 3 seed, but Boston's the 2. But if it goes by record, like you said, Eric, I think they have a better record.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Double check.
They were talking about that.
Yeah, Game 1 is in Golden State.
Okay.
Right.
Oh wow, that's it. Yeah.
I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, especially
you think 53 wins versus 51.
It's been a weird series. It's been a weird playoffs though. A lot of blowouts in the last 2 rounds.
But a lot of it had to do with
injuries,
a
lot of home court losses.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, especially for the Celtics.
The Heat
Celtics
series was just weird.
I mean, how many games did the Celtics win in Miami?
And we talked about it last week. You weren't here, but about the Bucks.
3.
I mean, I said it last week. If I could have beginning of the year, you would have told me the Bucks are gonna have a game 6 to clinch it at home. I'm like, oh, that's cool. They'll get to the finals, and then they did shit the bed. So, but besides that,
well, I know I haven't been here. Can we address if Chris Middleton would have been healthy, the Bucks would be in the finals?
We all talked about that. I don't know about the finals, but they probably would have won that series. The only problem with it, the only thing I will argue, and I will say,
they would have played the Heat.
But the Bucks did win. The Bucks did win 3 games without him in that series
against
Celtics.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And I get you. I get you on that.
Remember, this was just a mirror image of the one year. You can blame, like I said, Coach Bud. Yeah, whatever. Grant Williams lit him up. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But your team was 4 for 32 from the 3-point line in Game 7.
Yeah.
And at least 15 of those were wide open shots they missed. Wide open.
Yeah.
This is Toronto 2.0. It really was all over. And we talked about it was all over. Do you agree? It was all over again. It was like watching a nightmare. I'm sitting there. Me and Shotty were in Kansas City in a hotel room watching their trade show. Yeah. I look at him. This is a nightmare. These guys are getting good shots and they can't make them.
Yeah, Connaughton was just broke. He was broke ass.
Portis.
Lopez.
The only guy that showed up for the whole series was 200, 150. First,
but if talking about threes,
yeah.
I mean, Lopez was not hitting.
No,
but he was a monster.
Lopez played great first quarter.
Grayson
Allen
faded.
Struggled, and so did Connaughton. I mean, yeah,
and
having Middleton would have helped.
Yeah.
It's not.
Can Nwara knock down the threes?
I said the mistake, but I said the mistake they made. We talked about that. I think you brought it up, or I did.
I can't remember.
Nwara is not a great defender. Score. You couldn't score. George Hill wasn't the one. The short,
yeah, I know.
Shave sometimes. Like you want to shrink your rotation. You want to trust 7 guys probably. But when someone's not working, George Hill would come in the game and Tatum would just take advantage of him. They get switches and it'd be Tatum on him, and Tatum would just kill him. It was like, what are you doing?
Who's Wesley Matthews guarding? Could he guard a guy like Tatum?
They were switching, though. They were getting switches on him.
Okay.
That's the problem.
It was Brown, Tatum, whatever. The defensive strategy, which I don't really agree with. Last year it worked because we were hitting the threes.
That's why.
Letting the perimeter, and they do a great job defending the zone. But when you have a guy like Tatum and Brown that can get in there and score on you, and then you're allowing everybody else to hit threes, that's a bad formula right there.
The problem was Horford's 30 points in that one game.
Yeah.
I couldn't swallow that. But you know what? I said this last week. You know who the Bucks are? They were in this series. And last year when they won it, they were like the Packers. And when I say that is that the Packers ran on scoring points, and then their defense, they got great to good pass rushers that come after you when they got a lead. They don't get a lead on you, they can't rush you.
Yeah, no, and
that's the thing. They were killing them last year, so their frantic run all over the court defense worked because they were hitting everything, and oh my God,
he's pouring salt in the wounds now. Picking on the Packers and Bucks at the same time.
He's been waiting weeks for this.
Pick on my mom too. Is that what you're gonna do?
But you know what? It's like a lot of NFL.
She's got a bad hip.
It's like a lot of NFL teams are built on now. They're built to rush the passer and get a lead.
Yeah,
obviously that's where you want to be, with a lead in the fourth quarter and you go after a quarterback. But that's what the Bucks were like. They're like an NFL team, and then it didn't work.
Do you think that Budenholzer needs to change that strategy?
I just think his strategy was built on. I think his strategy was built on their defense not being good enough. I think he had to do something.
Maybe.
And Brook Lopez did not want to extend at all. He wanted to protect the rim, which he
He wasn't himself.
I don't know what Ibaka did to get himself out of the rotation to play, like we said, play 5 minutes and hack Horford a couple times.
I didn't know he was on the team anymore.
Right. I don't know if he
in
was
the playoffs.
Hurt. Was he hurt?
I don't know. He didn't play.
But you think, like I said, bring him in for 5 minutes, have him hack Horford a couple times, get that smile off his face.
And Ibaka could hit some threes every now and then.
And he can't be no more of a defense. George Hill and he's bigger than George Hill.
That was a sympathy thing, I think. Put Hill out there. I mean, he comes off an injury, and you're
too. Yeah. I don't know. Down to missed shots. I think totally it's missed shots.
Yeah.
So yes, Middleton would have helped him because he would have made shots. He probably would have helped him with some shots.
Well, made shots, and Middleton was always big on like just draining that shot clock right down to the last second, and then hitting one. And he was also a run stopper. For the other team. The other team would go on a 10-0 run. Who would hit your shot finally would be Middleton to stop the run. I mean, and you had nobody doing that. What obviously?
So he was there, Aaron Donald. He was a run stopper.
Yeah.
Oh,
looks a lot like him too. And again, I'm not.
Aaron Donald.
I know we've had our questions.
Don't say much. They just play basketball.
They work well together too.
They show up. They come to the games. You don't hear about them in the news. You don't hear about them going to. They don't do anything. They're
all good guys.
Drew Holiday has a great lot for your community.
Yeah.
Giannis does a good amount.
Yeah,
they're all good guys from Milwaukee.
Because who's the other? I don't know if you talked about who's the other guy that wants to come to Milwaukee now. Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
He says he wants to. He gave 3 teams, and we're one of them.
What do you guys think about that?
No,
because what? Then you get rid of Drew Holiday, right? He's a point guard.
Yeah, the problem with
could Lillard play off point?
But the problem with Westbrook is that you bring another guy that you don't have to really protect the 3-point line on.
Yeah.
So now you're packing it even more. I mean, Giannis got a little better, but they still don't. But he's usually healthy.
Yeah.
And Lillard's been struggling in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he has. He's getting up there in age.
I mean,
I don't think it's a Lillard or Westbrook that they need. I think it's another. It's like they need to keep Middleton, and then they need a Middleton 2.0, like a young Middleton, somebody that could hit some shots. Somebody that's not going to cost a ton of money. Somebody you work into the rotation, and there you go.
Probably.
If you have Middleton hitting shots, and you have I don't name a guy. I mean.
Buddy Hield.
Avery Bradley or
Clay Thompson.
Yeah, well, that would be great.
Buddy Hield.
But he's more of a does he?
He's on a shit team too, right?
Trey Young.
Yeah, okay, I'll take him.
You're said name guys.
Yeah,
Luka
Doncic or whatever.
Jokic.
Joking.
I'll keep naming guys.
Just keep naming people.
Yeah, you said name them.
I'm just saying like more of
John
a
Morant.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm kind of looking for guys here that could actually,
Well, he was a free agent, Seth Curry.
Seth, yes. There you go. And there's that. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he can fit in.
Zach LaVine. Is he a free agent?
Yeah, but he wants max money. He ain't gonna get max money.
And
I don't think he deserves max.
Fades every.
He played.
He's only played 2 years though. Here, or no, that's 3. Because it was the bubble year was his rookie year, so that's 3 seasons.
Reggie Jackson.
He hits the ball.
Mr. October.
I mean, Middleton's right behind those guys in 3-pointers.
But the Celtics are gonna beat the piss out of you, really. And I think shut them down defensively. And if the Celtics can do that 2 or 3 times, they can.
Warriors. Oh.
Yeah. But
I mean, I'm going to be the outlier. I'm sure, right, Ed? I mean, are you taking the Warriors?
You like the Celtics?
I'm taking the Celtics, and 7.
I'll take the.
Celtics roster.
Yeah.
And things have to change, obviously. You're going to get experience now. You get thrown in the fire, you learn. But I think Boston's, if they can here's the thing. It depends on how the series is roughed.
Yeah.
The series against the Bucks, no sour grapes, but there's some just interesting. I mean,
Foster.
Portis gets a charge on him or a foul on him, or Giannis gets a charge, and then 3 plays later, when the game was close and the Bucks had the lead, Tatum just blow throws him to the side. And
Draymond Green on the.
It's going to be a good series. I think it'll be good. I think. I just like the Warriors. I think their shooting is what's gonna get them there. They have, and I think the X factor is Jordan Poole. He's the extra guy now that they got that extra guy.
Love him.
Yeah.
But he could be an X factor both ways. The fact he's playing in his first finals.
Yeah.
I mean, he's held his own in these playoffs. He's pretty special.
But think about all the experience. All the experience he's got around him, that's going to help him more so than, the Celtics. I mean, and then can Al Horford find, lightning in a bottle again?
He just needs to for like one or 2 games.
One or 2 games. Yeah. I mean, right? I mean,
what is he? Is he 38?
I think so.
To tell you, I mean, I want the Warriors to win. I'm just going to take the Celtics because I think it's been a weird playoffs.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's just bizarre. So
we got three Warriors and a Celtic. Okay. How many games? Did you say?
I was going to say 6.
6. Okay.
Ooh.
It's long overdue for a chance. So
when he brought up what's his name, Terry Stotts, I'm like,
retread.
They're gonna retread somebody again, and then they got Darvin Ham. I like what they did, and the only thing I like Darvin Ham. I just don't like that he's got to deal with LeBron James.
Well,
LeBron James is a career killer.
He could ruin his career.
Yeah,
that's the first thing I thought of.
And I
wonder if he had any say in the. I'm sure he did in the hiring.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I heard Jeannie Buss talks to Phil Jackson a lot.
Winning time.
And she still talks to Matt Johnson a lot. So
Really?
Hey,
he was a great coach.
Hall of Famer.
He is incredible player.
Best point guard for HIV.
It's either Magic or Ben Simmons.
I'm not being funny.
No,
I'm just
I know.
saying.
You're right,
That,
you're right,
that,
you're right.
that
Well,
was unfortunate.
Oscar was the first. He changed. This is like in the 70s.
He was a triple-double guy. That's what he
Yeah,
was.
he
he
did
was
it all.
Westbrook like back then.
And how tall was Oscar?
I don't know.
6'1", 6'2", and the triple-double means that you got 10 rebounds a game, right?
Yeah.
At that size, he was 6'1", 6'2", I think. That was it.
Yeah, he crashed.
I mean,
the boards.
Magic, I get it. 6'9", he's going to get rebounds.
He should.
69.
Jesus.
So it's either Magic or Ben
Grow up.
Simmons. I don't.
All of us have matured.
It's either
You have matured without me here.
It's either Magic or George Hill.
Damn it, I was on such a good path. Willie's beard looks thinner.
He got a cut.
He got shaved.
Did it go all the way down?
Locks for love.
He gave it locks for love.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He shaved his beard and his
Don't
back.
you
and
with-
he had his
No, I
back and he
don't.
gave hair to 15
Hey.
people.
I know where you're going, and no, I don't. I don't listen.
Hey, I had
If I can't be here, how the hell am I supposed to
I'm
listen?
having a wig made for Ed there with my beard hair.
I'll take your back.
He's got
hair.
locks of love,
We'll
really.
fill that in.
Just not on his head.
You know, if he took his back hair, it probably would stick up. He'd be like, I thought we were reverse.
Hold it forward.
Remember that year when Ed wore that like blouse for the Christmas party? It was like way down here.
Did I wear a blouse? Oh yeah.
And then on the back, it was way. It was
Wasn't a
real low.
blouse.
It was backwards.
And he had that one hair coming out of his out of a pimple.
Okay.
It's totally different. You want to do it now?
Yeah, let's go get it, and I'll play your music.
Wait, slow down.
Slow down.
I can't move that fast. It's been a rough weekend. Talk about something else.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys,
Talk amongst yourselves.
you do know another actor died. Another famous actor. Fred Ward from Tremors and Remo Williams.
Oh yeah, Remo. Yeah, Fred Ward did.
Yeah, great actor. He was in I think he was in
Who's that?
Oh, Henry and June. Yeah, I remember that.
what's the Vietnam one from 1983?
He was in Naked Gun 33.
Yeah, he was in Naked
33
Gun,
to third.
I know who you're talking about. When did he die today?
No,
Uncommon
couple-
Valor.
this past week.
Yes.
He was Wilkesy in Uncommon Valor, and you guys know Uncommon Valor, right? That movie.
I never saw it, I don't think.
A movie. Wait a second. You haven't seen a movie with Gene Hackman, Fred Ward, Randall Tex Cobb.
Huh.
You don't remember that movie?
No.
They go back to Vietnam to get the prisoners.
Patrick
of war.
Swayze was in it.
Swayze. That was what I was trying to think of.
Robert Stack.
Yeah. Great movie. They go back in some big billionaire, I think it was Robert Stack, pays them to go back and look for his kid in Vietnam. And they ended up finding a couple other guys. His kid was dead, but almost all of them got killed, except for Hackman.
What's it called?
Uncommon Valor.
1983.
I've seen it.
I think I saw it ever.
Tex
Good movie.
Cobb, Fred Ward. Jeez, you guys.
Yikes.
You're listening to the Basement Benchwarmers podcast. Check us out on Facebook at Basement Benchwarmers, also on Instagram at Basement Benchwarmers, and on Twitter at Base Benchwarmers, and our email is basementbenchwarmers@gmail.com.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Beer is good. It's been a while, so I got a little special something here for the boys. I went to I've been in Madison a lot lately, and there's a really cool brewery. It's been around forever.
Are you with your second family?
Yeah. It's yes. Don't say anything.
You're gonna be one of those
Come
guys. You're gonna
on.
find out like 3 years later, got 2 families.
So it's a really cool brewery, and they've been around for a while, but their beer is just starting to show up in the stores. It's called Vintage Brewing, and these are guys. They had a bar on campus, basically on State Street, called Vintage, and then they started brewing beer, and now they have a brewery in Middleton, and they have a brewery right on East Washington as you enter into the capital area. Great brewery, and you're starting to see their beer at festival foods and stuff like that. So this is a hibiscus saison. So a saison's a farmhouse ale, kind of similar to Spotted Cow, but a little hibiscus in this.
Are you double fisting, or can I have one?
Didn't I pour?
Yeah, you got 2 cups in front of you, drunk. That's mine.
Sorry. Well, whew. It's been a good Memorial Day.
So, you want to hear a funny story?
No, I'm done. I'm not done talking about my beer.
Oh, go ahead, finish. It's funny. It's hilarious. You'll laugh too.
There's unique hibiscus flower.
It's kind of purpley.
It's purpley, yes. So great restaurant, by the way. So especially in Middleton, great food. But this is kind of unique.
What's it called? Good.
It's called hibiscus.
It's purple. It should be called,
saison.
It should be called a symbol. Purple beer.
So it's just kind of, it's very summery.
It's
I think.
good.
Saison is French for season. I know that as I speak French.
And you kiss that way too.
And hibiscus is French for hibiscus.
His daddy says he's the best too.
He's got
real tomato ketchup. Real tomato ketchup, Eddie. So, Vintage Brewing. Shout out. Great
Very
place
good.
if you're in the Madison, Middleton area, and it's a great restaurant. And it's a really cool place. It's vintage because the decor in there is awesome.
It's old.
There's really cool decor in there. Yes.
And I got some hazelnut beer. Had some today. My dad likes hazelnuts. We had whatever. The hazelnut one's good. We've had it before.
Oh yeah.
And I had the milkshake. I had the pineapple milkshake IPA. It was pretty good.
Was that good?
That was you texting that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, so the funny thing about it is that we're driving, and Jenny looks at me and goes, "Yeah, Heather's pregnant."
Again?
I'm like, "What?"
No wonder why he's up.
And I go, I didn't say again. I go, "What?" She goes, "Yeah." It's not Heather. It's
But that's the first thing you think of.
I'm like, "What?"
I know damn well it's true. She is.
Oh,
I was going to tell you guys after the show.
That his niece is knocked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yes.
Nice, Eric.
So you really thought it was my wife
Yeah.
that was pregnant?
Oh my God.
Wow.
I don't know.
Very vintage.
Honey, I'm home. Just churning butter.
It's only gonna be cottage cheese today.
Hey, so
I was making wine the other day with my bare feet.
did you fall out?
With hibiscus.
He had bare feet.
Hibiscus.
He had bare feet slippers on.
Yeah.
It's like a Handmaid's Tale thing. It's like, jeez. You guys ever watch that? The Handmaid's Tale?
No, do you?
Oh my God, it's like a liberal's porno.
Really?
Yeah, it's
With
like
furries?
No, it's all about like conservatives taking over the United States and forcing women to have babies and stuff. And it's like, oh my God.
Did you guys though? I mean, maybe you discussed it if you do Florida or Ohio. I mean,
We haven't done it in a while.
the Amish guy that was arrested the other day because he was passed out drunk on his horse and his horse and buggy. He got arrested because he was hammered.
Too much mead.
Yeah, too much mead. Too much saison.
Vintage mead.
It means season.
So Eric's here. You guys, the beer
Here I
show's done, right?
It's good beer.
Yeah. I'm out.
Thanks for showing up.
That's all we need.
Can we go sit on the patio now and enjoy the weather?
So let's talk about this. We did something new. We're gonna do it. You ever watch the show on Food Network called The Best Thing I Ever Ate? Well, they do is The Best Thing I Ever Ate, and they do a topic. They do a topic after.
Okay.
So we're gonna start doing it, and it's gotta be from a restaurant you've eaten it before, and we'll let you go last. You can think. Tonight's best thing you ever ate is fish. Doesn't have to be around. It could be anywhere. You could be anywhere in the world, country, whatever, vacation, anywhere. Best fish you're. Buddy.
I know.
Because they can't go there.
Right.
Those places are closed.
Oh, so it has to be somewhere you can go.
But
no, not necessarily, but
but it's closed now. But those people are going to open up a restaurant, and I think they will have.
It's the
probably
restaurant's
some
called
specials.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hey-o.
No, time. Sorry.
Time. THYME. Time.
Why you punish me?
It's on my side.
Are you gonna hold my hand?
Time.
What's your
is
favorite
on my
fish?
side. That was. You ever see that movie with John Goodman?
Yes,
Doesn't
it
watch
is.
They keep singing that. Time. That's pretty good. I can't remember the name. Anyway, best fish. I'm gonna go with the grouper sandwich at Old Salty Dogs in St. Petersburg.
Wow,
that's a good one.
Very good. Old Salty Dogs. And you can get a grill. I've got it.
Is that downtown?
No, it's right by. It's right near. There are a couple locations, but the one we go to is right near the aquarium. It's on a little dock.
Oh, yeah.
You sit outside right
I
there.
know where that is.
All the grouper that die in the aquarium, they just
Yeah.
ship it over.
So I had a black before, and I've had a deep fried. They're both good. So Old Salty Dog in St. Petersburg, and they have other locations. So and they're known for their. Well, that's something else. We won't talk about that maybe another time. So, fish, Ed.
Well, he's been everywhere.
I've got two, but yeah, I had a whole red snapper, a whole fish with. Good. It's
not what I heard.
It's not as lean as you'd think, but yeah. No, it's a snook. It's a brackish water fish and grouper last year, and he did it on his pellet grill. And it was he fries everything, but it was smoked and then like breaded. Unbelievable. It's as good as any restaurant. But yeah.
Okay.
And he probably got the recipe from Salty Dogs too.
Oh, nice. Eric?
All right, so I didn't really get a lot of time to prep, and so my head's spinning. And I don't cook fish. I can't cook fish for some reason.
Easy.
I know it is, but I never. But so typically when I go to a nice restaurant, I do get fish, and I've had encrusted, like pecan encrusted. What you just said, salmon with the wine knot, I think. But the best fish I ever had was I'm up north in like Hayward. In Barron County, and we had like a family reunion, and the neighbor just volunteered he's like, there was like 50 of us. He goes, I'm going to do a fish fry for you guys. Yeah. Freshly caught that day perch, and he's got his broiler out there just battering, eating it. I mean, caught that day, cooked. I mean, there's nothing better than that. And I've had fish in Florida and, South Carolina and stuff like that, but there's just something about it.
I agree.
A breaded, deep beer battered. Beer battered.
Shore lunch, shore dinner.
You know what the best thing about it was, Eric? It was free.
It was free, but it was incredible. I mean,
I'm sure, yeah.
That's the same thing I was saying about my buddies down in Tampa. He makes that snook and grouper. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some good halibut and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like grilled halibut.
Just for the halibut.
Halibut's all right.
Just for the halibut.
I had one time at Twist Cuisine, I had a potato encrusted whitefish. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
When you guys brought up the encrusted stuff.
Encrusted
I'm not a
stuff.
salmon fan, so.
I did Twisted the other day.
What'd you have?
We just did some hors d'oeuvres and drank there.
Oh, okay.
We were just driving by and we are like, hey,
Do
that's
you
a good place to
Did you get a
drink.
dirty martini?
Oh, I got an old fashioned.
Now, if the
My old
topic would have been
bartender
shrimp,
from
I got
Sassy B's there now, Nick.
Maybe later.
okay.
What?
Because I this year alone, I've had some really, really good shrimp. Just because I was in Florida and then I was in Galveston, Texas, and it's just, I mean, it's shrimp. That's shrimp country right there.
Yeah, we
Like,
just
they
did
know
a
what they're
shrimp
doing
boil last weekend in the big huge pot
in Florida.
80
In Florida, or
was it 85 quart pot?
love me some
Peanut oil?
fresh.
Never been
fresh
part of a
shrimp.
boil. Never had a boil ever.
Oh, I should have invited you over. I didn't even think about it.
Well, let me. So you're the door then you taste it and you're like,
You ever go to around
another
here,
beer.
Fitzgerald in Genoa City,
Do they?
and you come back and they bring you there and watch them do it out in the yard, like it's one of those old octagon houses, and so they bring it in like big trays, but they just pour butter over it, so it's like poor man's lobster essentially,
there you go,
and it pretty much tastes.
They're kind of in a shopping area.
That's
so
the
people
fish,
gather
that's
around.
The Fish Creek one.
Well, that's White Gull.
Is that the
Fish
White Gull?
Creek.
Yeah.
But there's another
White Gull
place
Inn.
that does it.
I ran in washers and dryers.
Right.
It's like that. It must be the washer because they holds the water, and that's what they boil them in. And because
I'm sorry, who is that on your shirt?
It's
Prince Fielder.
Can I give my buddy a shout out?
Yeah.
Right for a second. He's a huge baseball fan. He lives in San Diego.
San Diego.
And he's in
I like it.
But he's a huge Padre guy, and so this shirt is called Fat Tony.
Yeah,
and he's got a skinny Tony. But he's got a bunch of Padre stuff. He actually did a Giannis one, which I'll wear that at some point. And he does like he's done like Prince and all kinds of musical artists and stuff like that. But he's just doing. They're going to be around for like a week. So, but yeah, cool stencil art. He's a huge sports nut. He actually listens to our show every now and then. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Hopefully he listens for this one.
Hey man, I should have warned him I was going to do that, but
yeah.
Stencil.
You can still call him.
Geek.
Let him know.
Oh, where's Bartman when you need him on that
Bartman
play?
could have caught it at least.
Like I was like, right past him.
Actually, it might have touched his hand. So if it touches
Still
hand,
should be an out.
I don't think it is. I think it's interference. If it touches anybody's hands, it's interference.
That looks like the guy who used to play for the Diamondbacks. Oh, and he used to play for the Red Sox.
So you brought up music.
Yes.
And Ed had some music stuff for us tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, do you guys want to guess the 10 most best? We'll start with Scott.
I want to say Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones. No.
Wow.
I think they were just out of the top 10.
Okay, Willie?
I'm going to go with the Beatles.
Number 1. And by quite a bit.
And is it bands or solo artists?
It's both. I mean, it's the best.
Michael Jackson.
Number 6.
I'm gonna say U2.
No, they were just out of the top 10 too.
Damn.
I would have guessed them too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name ones out of the top 10. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just keep rolling.
These guys, everyone's super famous. So
Okay. Willie?
I'm trying to think.
it's only like 1 or 2 tricky ones, or and you'll. We might have to go around.
Who sings? Who does the Dark Side of the Moon?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
Number 9.
Okay.
9, 10. They're tied.
Number 9. Number 9
times.
Number
They sell a
9.
lot of albums though.
Yeah. Oh, I got one. I'm gonna be wrong though.
Actually bought Pink Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl the other day.
Did you?
Because I didn't have it. Yeah.
Nice work. Fleetwood Mac.
No.
How about Grateful Dead?
Nope. They don't sell many albums. They just a lot of concerts.
Yeah, you're right.
How about Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin's number 5.
I'm terrible at this game. I get.
How many we missed? We've
How
got
about
3?
Justin Bieber?
No. They're all older ones.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, most of them.
That's
Yeah, they all are.
How many are left?
Because it's over so much time.
Yeah.
Because,
We've only gotten like 3.
and
No,
you,
we got
and
like-
nowadays,
you guys got like 6 so far.
and downloads don't count as much because they're only doing one song.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
if you went straight, I could do
Is
that
there
next
any
week.
new people, like current people? Because I got another current person in my head.
No, I'm
Willie,
trying
go,
to-
Willie, you go.
No, I'm going to be honest. I don't think there is anybody that's even touring this year.
Hey.
Maybe one.
Is there any country?
Yes, one.
Oh, I know.
Johnny Cash.
No.
Oh, I know. It's
Oh,
easy.
it's Garth Brooks.
Number 2.
Yeah, I
he's
forgot about Garth. Yeah, he's
right
he's-
Did I
behind
ever
the
tell you my
Beatles.
Garth Brooks story?
Mm-mm.
Well, go ahead.
Well, there's another one that's kind of like
You
country
did
or
Garth, you said?
Huh?
You did Garth?
I have a Garth story.
Well, you did Garth Brooks. You said Garth.
I said Garth Brooks, yeah.
So it's me.
there's an old time guy that's kind of like country, kind of rockabilly.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis is number
Oh,
3.
why did we not think Elvis?
That's pretty obvious
Yeah.
too. And I don't know anybody that even has like an Elvis album, but I know people have tons of them. You know.
My dad's got
How many
a
left?
shitload. All of them.
So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4. God, you've only got 6 of the top 10.
That's crazy.
You got Aerosmith.
With
there,
some of the
11.
names.
Well, I got like 6 11 through 20.
You did. Everyone you've named. Like a couple years ago, like their final tours.
Eagles.
Oh,
Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles. I
That's
got
one
that.
of them.
There you go.
I was going to say the
But
Who.
there's still like 2 more that it.
The Who?
The Who are like in that next level too.
Yeah, see? Because that's my notch below the Stones.
How about Guns N' Roses?
I think they were like 12. They were right
Oh,
up
it's
there.
right there.
I don't have that listed because I only got to 11.
So what are we missing? Or do we want to keep going? Do
You're
this all.
missing
How about
2 guys. These guys did I'm pretty sure they did a tour together a couple years ago.
these 2 bands?
Yeah, 2 guys. I mean, they're
2 guys.
Can I say?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, go
Elton
ahead.
John and Billy Joel.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
okay, there's
And I
two.
think we're missing
Wow.
one more Australian.
Wow.
They
Well,
sell more than the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
That's what I
you
said.
think about Elton John, though. I mean, you think, Rolling
ABBA?
Stones-
Australian band last
Right,
one.
said Fred.
Close.
Men at Work?
It's not In Excess for Men at Work.
An Australian band?
A rock band. They're a big rock band.
We said In Excess. You said In Excess, right?
Yeah. No, I said Men at Work, but
Yeah.
Australian band?
I can go for the Vegemite sandwich right now. Because you said Men at Work. Get it?
God.
Australian band.
Australian
She just
band.
smiled.
Well,
Gave
punch
me
yourselves.
a-
And, yeah.
Wait,
Man, if you
Are they-
guys
what-
were
what-
about to rock, I would salute you.
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Really?
I know.
not a
That's
fan of
over.
them at all.
No, and I can't believe they were number 9.
But they were big.
There's about 4 AC/DC songs that just get you fired up, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought AC/DC, and I figured the Pink Floyd is kind of a trick one because it's not the same, but they sold a ton of albums.
So
And they're not even.
Where was Pearl Jam in there?
I don't know.
Here's my Garth Brooks. Heather and I'm just starting to date Heather, and she's at Marquette.
She wasn't pregnant.
She was on Wells. She lived on Wells in like 17th, by Marquette or whatever. And we're in the kitchen. It was pretty late at night. We're in the kitchen. I don't know. We're making this food or whatever.
Is this going to be a 9.5 weeks story?
No, I'm almost done actually. Side window. We look out the side window, and this limo pulls up, and I'm like, "Oh my god, look at this limo!" Blah blah blah. And it had the sunroof. All of a sudden, these like 3 girls pop out of the sunroof, and then Garth Brooks pops out too. And he's like, "Yeah, baby!" He's like just yelling whatever, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And it's clear as day.
He wasn't going down until the sun came. He wasn't going down until the sun came up.
No. He's got friends in low places.
Good for
That's
Garth.
awesome.
Well, that was back 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean Heather
Or
was
25 years ago.
Gotta figure he hasn't even
Shit,
been
yeah,
to spring
25.
training in how many years?
Yeah, and there's another San Diego
think
guy.
about it,
He's a San Diego Padre
he was
guy.
married back then.
It was
Probably.
Trisha Yearwood.
duh, I mean,
No, Yearwood, he got divorced when he was married. They were only been together like 15 years, 14 years. I mean,
how many times were you in a bar? And I mean, I was never a big country western fan, but that
Low Places.
Low Places would come on, the whole place would sing.
I saw him in concert one time.
I never saw him. I wouldn't mind
What
seeing him.
What
Great
other
show.
Yeah.
What other
He's
songs do you hear at a
talented.
bar, which they play at every bar?
Closing time.
Closing time, which that was gonna be my
Sonic.
second one.
Yep.
And the other one is David
well,
Allan Coe.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, David Allan Coe.
David Allan
Get
Coe.
Drunk, whatever that song is.
Well, no, Get Drunk and Screw is
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
No,
They'll play that.
What's David Allan Coe sing?
He's
He sings the racist.
Jeez, now I can't think of it.
Doesn't he sing the racist
Well, he is.
song?
And it's a
You never call me baby, baby.
How about Journey?
Oh yeah.
Don't know what?
Don't stop
Just
believing.
a small
Don't stop
town
Yep.
girl living in a
Yep.
We're gonna sing that?
born and raised in down Detroit. That's a song Kid Rock starts his concerts with.
Really?
Yep.
He's coming around, I think, this year.
Yeah, I want to see him.
We haven't had a podcast in a while where we sing.
Did you guys know he's fucking 50?
Yeah, that's a great song too. Yeah, it's good. I like Kid Rock. I've seen him a few times. He's good. So what do you have, Willie? Wait, yeah, it was you. What do you have tonight?
The top selling baseball jerseys.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Last year?
Baseball.
Last year.
I know so much about baseball.
I'm gonna do it go on the table again. Let Eric.
Yeah,
you
we
start.
do that. We
Top 10?
top. I got top 20 if you want to go.
No,
there.
that's too many.
Top 10. You want to go top 10? Okay, here we go.
Just-
top 10.
Can I start?
Yep.
That dude, Trout.
Trout.
I'm done. I don't know a single other player.
Ohio
than Mike.
Ohtani.
Otani for sure.
Number 9.
Nine
times.
9 times.
I'm gonna go with.
Oh my god.
Let's think what kids thinking. Kids don't like. Kids like guys that hit the ball far. I'm gonna say Javi Baez.
Baez number 4.
Switched teams at the Tigers and I sold a bunch of jerseys when he switched
Well,
teams.
it was Mets. They had him with the Mets.
The Mets. Oh, okay. When he switched teams, though, think of guys who
Dig
switched
the
teams.
long ball.
Yeah. Think of guys who switched teams. That's who the big ones are.
Well,
gonna
I'm
be.
gonna go Tatis.
Yeah, that's a good. One.
Yep. Number 2.
One left.
We got a
Yeah,
Dodger.
three. Yeah, three left.
Paul Molitor.
Gavin Lux.
No.
Lux.
The Dodgers got to be, or the Yankees got to be what? Judge or Garrett Cole?
You go on Judge?
Yeah.
All right, Judge, number 7.
And there's Dodgers on here.
2 Dodgers left.
2 Dodgers left.
How about Kenley Jansen?
Nope.
Who's the other? Walker Buehler.
Nope.
Wow.
He's
This guy has a slump.
They buy his pants.
Oh, Bellinger.
Yeah, Bellinger.
Really?
Number
That-
6.
That dog I had in fantasy.
He's still awful.
And then-
I was thinking about Cam.
And then another.
It's not a pitcher either because they don't have any. Bueller would be their guy.
Another Dodger?
Another Dodger.
Is he still a Dodger right now?
No, I think he got. I'm pretty sure he.
I don't even.
What position he play?
He played short.
Oh,
Trey Young or Trey Turner.
not Trey Turner. The brother Seager.
Seager. Yeah.
Oh, Seager.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob.
Good call.
Number 8.
Is it weird that I could name more?
Against
Running
the wind.
against the wind.
I could name more.
Molina.
We're Schwartz.
Really?
19 DeGrom and 20 Yelich.
You know why?
I was gonna
Altuve
say
would be higher.
I couldn't think of his name.
It'd be higher. Altuve's jersey would be higher probably, but it's more expensive because it comes with a buzzer with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of wiring in
And-
there. Yeah.
and it's only
gotta be-
that
it's
version's only sold in
IT.
Puerto Rico.
It's IT certified.
It's like a virtual jersey.
Yeah, you get an app. There's an app with it. You get an app with the.
You know what?
jersey.
Though a lot of those guys you named were like Puerto Rican too, not like Dominican.
Yeah.
You had Altuve, Baez, Lindor. Those guys are all Puerto Rican.
You get a free plantain with it.
Baez is just like. Do the birthdays. We like birthdays.
I got a few baseball things too. I just noticed. It's been a long time off.
It's been a while.
Hold on here.
Since I could hold my head up high. Willie still working? So did you guys see Max Scherzer refused to let the Japanese ambassador throw out the first pitch? Did you guys see that? So he's warming up, and they wanted to throw out the first pitch, and he had already started. It was like a delay. They took the guy a while to get out there or whatever. He was already warming up, and he was pretty much like, get the fuck out of here. He just kept throwing, wouldn't get, and the guy had to throw from like an angle off to the side.
Wow.
Because Scherzer was locked in. It was game time. It was a screw up by the, like the PR guy.
Where's his jersey at? Where's Scherzer's jersey?
I don't know. You think it will be this year because he's a Met now?
Oh, good call.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Did you find that yet, Willie?
Well, I got the birthday. I got some birthdays, but let me go back to this day in sports history.
Twib notes.
Oh, I love Twib notes. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
I got. Do you remember Bob? I think his name was Bob Johnson. He was a comedian. He did the football.
Bob Nelson.
Bob
Nelson.
Yeah.
Bob, is it? I think it's
Nelson.
I think it's Johnson.
Nope, you're wrong.
I watched it today. So
Bob Nelson.
we have to watch it.
He was in Kindergarten
No,
Cop
I
too.
played it one night on here.
Did you really?
Yeah, we played it before. Let's rate the players of college All-Star game.
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Bob Johnson Nelson. That's the name.
Yeah. Bruce Koskiaski, and then he did a whole. That's awesome.
Next year, I hope to be a wide receiver.
Oli Cappuccino, Brooklyn University. Yeah.
And then Tom.
His head hits the microphone.
What is it? Who was that? Who's the comedian?
He said Bob Johnson. I said
Bob Johnson.
Nelson.
Bob Nelson.
Is it Johnson or Nelson? Look it up.
It doesn't matter anymore. Go on.
All right.
This
So
year I'm
anyways,
a
on this
tight
day in
end.
sports history, in 1935, Babe Ruth hit a grounder.
He hit a home run.
Pepe
No,
Loepi,
no.
I kicked the ball. I kicked the ball.
It was Babe Ruth's final game today.
What year? 35?
Today?
1935.
Wow.
What team?
I missed
it.
He played for The Boston Braves.
There's Boston Braves.
Yes.
I thought he played 1 year with another team too in there. But the Boston Braves, yeah, he ended his career.
Right. 1942, Satchel Paige pitches 5 innings to defeat the Dizzy Dean All-Stars 8-1.
Yeah, that was when he was in his prime, but he wasn't allowed to play for another 15
so,
years.
if you know anything about Tommy Lasorda, what position did he play when he played baseball?
You and Tommy Lasorda?
He's probably a center fielder.
I hate Tommy Lasorda.
Second baseman.
Fletch?
He was a pitcher.
Oh.
1948, he played for the Schenectady Blue Jays. He struck out 25 in a 15-inning game.
Oh, yeah. He only threw 91 pitches.
Hey, Tommy, you strike tomorrow, we'll get you rigatoni.
What else we got?
With some of the gravy. Your favorite.
In 1956, Mickey Mantle misses by 18 inches.
That's what his wife said.
Benchwarmers.
Oh, yeah, he should be on the hot seat.
18 inches of hitting the first home run out of Yankee Stadium.
Oh, hit the top of the facade up there.
They said if it would have gone about 600 feet.
Oh, wow.
I would like. He hit that one in Washington. Still, they consider one of the longest home runs ever.
Was it the Polo Ground? No, Washington.
No, this was at Washington Griffith Stadium
because they were huge. Those stadiums.
Yeah, they were just like 460 to center, and he cleared like the bleachers out
I
there.
go back to that.
Like landed in a guy's backyard.
Oh wow.
So I don't know how.
Come on. Oh, 1983, AL President Lee McPhail suspends Yankees owner George Steinbrenner for 1 week for his public criticism of the umpires.
Yeah.
Go figure, huh?
And the way he treated
Seventh.
Who was he?
Mario Soto.
Mario Moroni.
You're fucking.
He was spending by what? What did he do?
He got in a fight with Reds
good.
and Cubs in 1984 because wasn't that the year they lost against the Padres?
Yeah,
in the NL
They're up
Championship.
2-0 and they lost.
In 84, I was
was
at
Will Clark. It was Will Clark, right? No, he was a giant.
No, Leon Germ did a buck during that series.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody talks about that
Yeah.
ever, but he did the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
The
it
Hawk.
was awful.
Yeah, right through his legs.
I went to a game in 84. We standing room only because it was the first year they were playing good. And we got down there late, I remember. And it was Phillies Cubs, which is always a good game. Ronce hits a home run down the left field line.
The Penguin.
He rounds the bases. They go up. They call it foul. So then it's like it goes back, and then they're like out there, and then all of a sudden both benches clear, and I still don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And it ends up in like a brawl, like Zimmer's out there. I mean, it was a madhouse all over like a missed foul ball home run or something. It was great though, but you couldn't see it because we were in standing room only.
I got two more. 1986, Barry Bonds makes his MLB debut for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yep.
Then 1992, Minnesota Twin Burt Byleven is the second pitcher to win as a teenager and a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever made the Hall of Fame yet, has he? He's one of those guys that he should be in there.
He's always on the list, but no, he hasn't made it.
He should have been in there.
Neither is Bonds. It's weird.
Yeah, those two. Good call.
Sosa, McGuire,
Clemens.
Yeah, all the legends.
All the greatest players ever.
Somehow like Bagwell or these guys. I don't think Bagwell either, but
yeah, Bagwell did make it.
Biggio
did.
Yeah,
he was on steroids.
No, Biggio did, but I don't think Bagwell.
Might as well
Biggio did, but he was on steroids for sure.
Let Brady Anderson
Shoeless
and
Joe. Ray Liotta hasn't
Aaron
made it.
Boonin.
Ray Liotta hasn't made it.
No, maybe now he will. Posthumously.
Yeah. Could we have a catch?
Yeah.
Dad?
What do you got there? Still any more?
Just
Dad
one other one I just saw here. Remember Albert Bell?
Sure.
Everybody's favorite.
Joey Bell.
Joey.
He used his forearm to break up a double play with Fernando Vina. Almost broke his nose.
Yeah, but Vina probably deserved it.
He got a 2-game suspension, Albert Bell. He's like, okay.
Vina was a punk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Vina, he's one of those guys, if he's on your team, you love him.
Yeah.
If he's on the other team, you absolutely despise him.
Yep.
Great player. Bell could mash, though.
Go ahead.
It's a couple weeks ago now. Otani ended up most career strikeouts as a pitcher and players to hit 100 home runs. So now he's got 100 home runs and 268 strikeouts. Only one player has more home runs and strikeouts than him in that.
Was a Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
He's a freak.
But one other player does have 100 home runs and 63 strikeouts. And you'll not, I mean, it's from the
Say it
old
again?
days. Another player has 63 strikeouts as a pitcher and 102 home runs. And this is way back. George Sisler, Twisted Sisler. Yeah, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer too, but
Twisted Sisler.
It's like Chris Berman.
That's fucking awesome.
I don't even know why would he see Berman never.
Oh
would've
my
said that,
gosh,
yeah.
that's so great. I'm so glad I came. Just
You
for
remember
that.
those? The Chris Berman. George Twisted Sisler up Louisville. That's when he was actually cool before he went on rants and started trying to beat women.
Best thing
let's
ever
watch
was
that.
rant.
Let's watch that rant.
That was
after
great.
the show.
That was great.
Oh, yeah.
Best rant ever.
We're watching that and the what was the other thing I told
Winning
you?
Time.
No, the new
Gervais.
Ricky Gervais comedy
geez.
thing. What else I got? Oh, I saw this thing too. Sports venues creating quiet refuge for fans with sensory needs. So it's like this. It looks like a photo booth thing here. See it? So you go in there instead of taking pictures with your friends, you know, like girls getting in there. Hey, look at we're drunk. Now you go in there if the crowd's too loud and you just need a break. In this generation, when I put this in there, it was like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, that's freaking stupid. Don't go to a game if loud noises bother
In
you.
Oakland, that's called the stadium.
But now it's like
Oh, stadium.
crickets in the back. Those crickets are driving me nuts. I need to go in the sensory deprivation chamber.
Well, let's go down to just go sit in the bullpen. They're fine down there. Go sit with them.
It's quiet. It's going to be Wrigley Field later this year.
Yeah.
No, but and then now you see, you know what? I think we make fun of these things, these woke, stupid things, these safe places, and I don't know. Maybe these kids all need safe spaces. They're all nuts. Seriously, can't handle anything. So I don't know. It's the ghost of Joe Biden.
It's a ghost of podcast pasts.
I got a
Speaking
few
of ghosts, go ahead.
I got a few birthdays here.
Okay.
You have had a few birthdays, buddy.
I've had a few birthdays. Yeah,
more than a few. Anywho, go ahead.
Billy Donovan.
Yeah, I know him.
I'm
Got
gonna
his
say
ass whooped this year.
56. That's my guess.
That's the coach of Florida, right?
61.
No, the
Bulls.
Bulls now.
Bulls.
Yeah, but he was Florida. He won
In
back-to-back.
Oklahoma City too.
He won back-to-back.
With
championships.
Joe Kim.
61.
Yeah.
Okay. That was years.
Go say 32.
I'm gonna say 56. Would you say?
56.
Oh, so I'll say 54.
61.
Then.
He was born in 1965.
Oh shit!
I said
he's young.
54.
So he'd be 56.
That's what I said the first time. But he already said it. I didn't know.
all right.
He was dead on.
You just bang that bell like Hector Salamanca.
Manny Ramirez.
Yeah.
42.
No.
44.
No. 48. He played until deep into his 40s, didn't he?
Manny just being Manny. Though.
48.
Everybody say it?
Yeah.
Okay. 49.
Oh, you were closest, Eric.
Yeah, because he played till he was like 4, and he even
Born in
played.
72.
Oh my God, he's
He even
my
played
age?
after the majors in professional leagues for a few years, didn't
Yeah,
he?
it's because he was banned from Major League
Oh, but
Baseball.
he's got it.
Lying.
in his
Actually,
blood.
he was born in 72. He's 50.
No, he's 50.
See-
I'm 50. 71 I was born.
Yeah, I'm 73. We're 73. We're only 48.
This is 2022.
I know. It's like he's making a joke.
Oh.
Like Pujols is 90, or 30. I don't.
Yeah, we don't know.
One of the two. There's a 6-year variance.
CeeLo Green, as if anybody cares.
CeeLo. I'm going to say CeeLo is.
Forget
I'm going to say he's 45.
No, he's 36.
In prison years, or because
36.
He had a whole bunch of assaults too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Does that age you?
I bet CeeLo is 51.
What'd you say?
I said 36.
He's 47.
Close.
45. Close.
Winona Judd.
Didn't she just pass?
No, it was her mom.
Oh,
She
wow.
killed
Winona.
herself, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's sad, but
Winona, well, her mom was, I'm going to say her mom, I'm going to say
She's 50?
she's 56.
50.
Ed?
63.
58.
So you looked it up.
No, I'm typing something.
How about Ashley Judd? Where do you guys stand on Ashley Judd?
Not a fan.
But her, she had a bad facelift.
She changed.
Oh, did she?
Oh, we did a facelift show, didn't we? We didn't mention her.
Yeah, we all had facelifts that one night.
Yeah, I know. It was great. We should have a Botox night here, just for fun.
Just hire somebody come in here.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what Willie would look like at the end? I mean,
I don't think any of us need.
We would look like Jack Nicholson from Batman.
why is Eric kissing Willie?
He's hot.
He's gorgeous now.
Again.
He's gorgeous now.
Could my face stretch out any more? Jesus Christ. My ears would touch in the back.
Now serving Blanton's.
Oh, I got one more for you.
Okay.
Can't wait.
You guys remember Ted McGinley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. From Happy Days.
Happy Days and Married with Children.
Marriage show. Tim
And-
McGinley.
Oh, okay. Now I know. Now I know who he is.
And
Shit. Oh. Yep, Virgin Nerds. Yes, he was.
he was the quarterback.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, now I know who he is. Go.
He was the head alpha
How old
beta.
is he?
I'm going
Oh,
to say he's
Jesus.
67. Oh, no.
He's a good looking guy.
I'm going to say
70.
69.
69.
71.
That would be awesome.
Hit the bell.
No, that's right. We're gonna
71.
There's going to be fanfare if he's 69.
Streamers.
65.
71.
64.
That's close.
Hit the bell anyway.
69 would have been awesome. He was a good looking guy.
Hey.
Oh.
What was his name? What was his name on Revenge of the Nerds? Because he was the alpha beta, the head guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember when he sees a picture of his girlfriend? Oh, that's my pie.
That's my pie. That's right.
On Happy Days, that was after they jumped the shark.
Yeah,
that was
way
when
after.
Fonzie was a teacher. It was. Fonzie was a teacher. He taught shop class, and he met
After
him
he
at school.
jumped the shark.
watched
Everything's post jump the shark with Happy Days.
Yeah.
And I watched one the other day, and Fonzie and Richie sneak into the college. They must have went to UW Milwaukee. It didn't look like Marquette at all. They went into UW Milwaukee to meet up with Richie's girlfriend. He's like, "Oh, hey,
Who, Lori?
Yeah,
Lori Peters?
Yeah, it could have been Lori. You're right."
Mhm.
And he's in there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I like the college of freshmen. It's like, what the?
You're a 30-year-old man.
This guy's a
His
pedophile.
leather jacket and a white
They're making
wife
a
beater.
bronze.
The best thing about when he
There
jumped the
is a
shark,
bronze.
he jumped the shark with his leather jacket on.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best part of the whole
Just
thing.
watched it the other day.
Oh my! It was
Awesome.
so bad. Oh, Richie, I like the cheerleaders in college. It's like
I didn't know Fonzie was Ice Clay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You know what I like about high school
He was
girls?
like,
You know what I like about high school girls?
still thinking about it, like. So
I get
so
older,
Richie,
they stay the same age.
That's after I jumped the show. He's like, so Richie, I'm with this chick, and she's like,
It's all dice. It's dice.
Richie.
You know, the other day I'm standing in line for the bank.
Richie.
Got my tongue up this chick's ass.
Jesus, Bradley, I was trying to keep it
Well,
clean.
you're doing dice the whole time. It's all dice.
I'm trying to do a clean one. I'm like, oh yeah, so Richie, me and old mother Richie went to the. That's all I could do,
Remember those last few episodes of Entourage where Dice Clay was on?
Yeah.
Like the last season with Johnny Drama. He was terrible. It's like bringing back Willie.
he was the dad in Stars Born.
Remember they were
No
the
shit.
He was Lady Gaga's dad.
Yeah,
I didn't see that movie.
a good
Do I
movie.
need to see that movie?
It's a remake. but
yeah, it's a good. It's
Should
the
I see
fourth
that
one.
movie?
It was good.
All I know is that song.
Well,
That
we
they
should
sing.
do a duet, me and you. The
do it.
Benchwarmers duet.
You want me to turn it on?
No, we'll have to practice.
God, that was a good song.
That is a good song. It's been done so many times, though. Willie, you're thinking really.
Bradley Cooper's.
I am. I'm trying to find people who turned 69. Well, I do have people who turned 69 this year, but I'll probably.
No, Willie typed in 69. That's why he's looking at pictures now.
I think the basement benchwarmers just jumped the shark.
Willie goes. Oh, that's 69. That's why Sean always questions me.
I have one question though tonight.
I was doing 54.
You missed the other chips we had.
All the other chips.
We still haven't opened that thing up there.
No, that's for you.
Hey, crack that thing open.
Oh, here's more.
The Migos ones are excellent. Yeah,
They were
Migos.
good.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They're gone.
Rap snacks.
So, oh shit! I had new chips.
What kind?
Larry the Cable Guy chips.
Yeah.
Where are you getting these chips from?
So I'm at Menards, and I'll tell you a quick story. I'm at Menards. I get up to the front.
I'm in the tool section. Hey, you want the Stanley Power Drill?
Now you're from Goodfellas. Now you're Ray Liotta.
Hey, we got. No, I mean the way you talk, the way you're funny, the way you talk. You're like, you're like a clown.
Do I amuse you?
No, I mean, come on, Tommy. What the fuck,
Your guy goes, I'm dizzy.
Maury's wigs don't come off.
Okay.
Let's bring it down.
Okay. Your cookies.
Fuck you, pay me.
So I'm at Menards. I get these Larry the Cable Guy chips, and I get up there, and the girl's like, "So are those any good?" I'm like, I don't know. I've never tried them, but I had the Migos chips, and it was a black girl there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, those are really good, the Migos ones." And I was telling them, and I was like, "What are those called?" She goes, "Rap snacks." And she goes, "But I'm black. I know that thing." I was like, "What, do you think I just go around eating Orville Redenbacher?" I'm an old white guy. And then she got dizzy from laughing.
I don't just eat KFC.
I was like, Jesus, I'm eating Orville Redenbacher.
Oral Redenbacher? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Willie found that on 69.com.
Hey, I am going to tell you.
Oh my God.
So when's our next show? What's the next day?
Who knows?
Next week.
Next week.
Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. I don't know.
What day is next Tuesday?
See you next Tuesday. It would be the 6th,
7th.
Yeah.
Did you say you want to see my tube steak?
All right, I'll wait. I'll wait and give this actor's birthday because he turns 69.
You're not going to remember.
You can't do
it.
that. You can't wait.
Let's do it.
All right, want it?
Well, it's too late now. You should. Oh, who is it? Oh wait. Well, give us a hint. What we use.
He has.
Where are they now?
Three movies, all by the same name, but he had a number to them all.
Rocky. Sylvester Stallone.
Nope.
3 movies.
Oh, only 3 though.
Naked Gun. Leslie. No, he's dead. O.J. Simpson. Yeah.
He should be dead.
He's older than 69.
Not Bruce Willis.
3 movies.
3 movies. It's only 3.
Are they all good? All 3 of them?
Yeah, I think they're all pretty.
Hangover.
No.
Nobody. That's 60.
Jaws 1.
It's
2,
really
3.
easy because it's just one word.
Jaws.
Pele.
No.
Sting.
Something.
Bono.
It's a verb.
Oh my God! Now you
Keanu Reeves.
No, it's the name of the movie.
One name is Keanu Reeves.
Oh, it's the one movie. What was the movie with the? I don't know.
Milton Berle.
Matrix. It was The Matrix.
No, the other one where the
Speed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Speed.
Speed
No,
1,
it's
2, and
not.
3.
It's not Keanu's not.
This
69.
guy was born in Northern Ireland.
Oh, that's that
Sean
guy.
Connery.
He's
like
way
87.
dead.
He's
Oh,
dead.
you're
too.
thinking Ewan
Is he
Mc-
dead?
Yeah,
No.
we had a whole show on Sean Connery.
I don't think he's dead.
Yes, he passed away a couple of years ago, guys. We did a whole
Connery?
tribute. We did the
We
top.
did, yeah.
We did a
Suck it,
snake draft. We did a snake draft of his show, of his movies.
Yeah, we did.
They put one of.
He was 90
they,
something.
They put one of us in the what was the saying?
I'll take anal bum covers for 200. Thank you. Fuck you, Trebek.
It was from the Untouchables. They put one of us in the hospital. You put 2 of them in the morgue.
You don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, great movie.
Something like that.
Oh.
So who's 69?
Yeah, go ahead.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, Taken.
Liam Neeson in June 7th.
Why didn't you say Schindler's List?
Oh yeah, that would have been way easier.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
No, but everybody's seen Taken.
No,
I have never
I've never
seen
seen Taken.
You never seen any of the
No.
Takens? Taken.
It looks
one,
stupid.
You could have said Metachlorian because he was in the first Star Wars.
Ed's seen Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
He can dance.
Oh, you're right. I could have said, yeah, he was.
He was in Tremors too with Fred Ward.
Oh, he was.
The Force,
the Seven.
Kingdom of Heaven.
The Force is strong.
Love Actually.
Young Padamon.
We're still talking about Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
He just doesn't scare me as a guy that's going to come back after me. It's like, geez, I'll
Schindler's
just kick his wheelchair out.
Never
from
seen
under him.
Schindler's List.
Jerry Seinfeld never did either.
It's a great movie, but it's very dark.
It's dark.
Because he's making out during it.
Jesus.
That's right. He was.
He
Oh
was,
my
yeah.
God.
I love that. I love the Seinfeld reference there. That's awesome.
Yeah, Schindler's is dark. I mean,
so this
I've
is
seen
what you
parts
guys
of
do
it.
every week? You do this podcast? You just talk in the microphone?
Yeah, you want to join
talk
us?
Shit? No, yeah.
You could talk about beer. It'd be great.
We should start reviewing that Jordan thing that Oh, I got an idea. Seriously, guys, listen to this. Seriously, this is a great idea for the show. We do like jersey numbers. You start with a 1, and you go to 99.
An idiot one.
I'm trying it.
He's an idiot.
Trying to find it.
What was your plan?
Strange young man.
He's an idiot.
Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
You know, something that makes us always laugh. Let's listen. This always makes me laugh.
So, speaking of Willie being old, check this. Willie, what you brought it up, but what was your mixtape? What was on your mixtape, and who was it for?
Mine was an 8-track, man. I used to record albums onto an 8-track. Believe it or not.
Anal bump covers.
Jesus,
They were state of the art.
It was.
Well, you're just setting us up. You're just teeing it up for us.
Hey, guys, quick! Listen to the new tape I made.
I gotta get to it.
So Willie just went from a phonograph to an 8-track to really date himself.
Wow.
We're not
Unreal.
joking. Willie's old.
He's holding the 8-track up to the Victrola horn, you know.
Yeah, and then he would dial his,
Mom, keep cranking. Mom, keep cranking.
Well, think about it. Hey, I've
Let me
been
get on the party line here and play this for you.
Yeah.
I've been here for vinyl, 8-tracks, cassettes, MP3s, DVDs, or CDs.
Whatever the hell we're talking
The
about.
Ministry of Air just makes music. It comes out of nowhere now.
How the hell does that
Out
shit
of the
work?
sky.
A bunch of cowboys sitting around a campfire,
farting
like the tower. Jeez.
Oh my God! Really recorded records to 8-tracks.
I did, man. It was cool.
Sensational.
Okay.
Set it up just right, so you didn't have waste too much time.
I got tears in my eyes.
That eject button and the 8-track shoots out onto the floor.
That's romantic. Hey, real slow song goes on. Let me change the song, honey. Whoa.
Was that you or the 8-track?
So our last question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. Willie had to stop recording a couple times because he had to put the milk bottles out for the milkman the next day.
You want to hear the clanging.
You hear in the background. Hold on, I gotta go out and get ice for the ice box. Okay, that's enough, I guess. Poor Willie.
Well, then he had to go to the well to get water.
That's right. My arm was really sore pumping it.
Yeah.
But one thing he does know, that Susan Anton is a fox. That's all he knows. So that is
entertaining.
Wow. That's all I can say. Willie's old, man.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, do you know if he ran for president this year, he'd be a young whippersnapper.
He'd be like, vote for me because I'm 20 years younger. What? So that is how we actually figured out Willie is old when he popped in on the 8-track conversation on that warm spring evening. So that's Willie being old. So what?
That is a classic.
that was COVID.
I didn't even know you had that.
I love having a podcast
Has
where
it
we
been on the
listen
button
to.
all this time?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I love having a podcast where we just
Here's
listen to each other podcast.
Here's another one that's Willie.
Let's do it.
Hey, I'm one of the essential people. I still have to work, so I go to work every day, but when I come home, I got this dog. I take it out for a walk, watch it pee, watch it poop, and then throw the ball for her. So that's all I got going for these coronavirus, COVID-19. Slapshot. And you thought the best hockey movie ever was Miracle.
Booty, 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 booty.
Going up, playing my favorite song there, man. 139 times, Booty.
Willie obviously is back and healthy. Thank you for that.
I missed out on the rodeo too because I could see Eric walk around in his assless chaps. It was great. I didn't know what you guys were talking about, but it was great. How are you doing? Where am I?
Look at that booty. Show me the
Good, but every time I hear this song, I get goosebumps. I'm telling you. This thing is so juicy. It's so good. Eric, you love this thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm upright and I'm here. My closing thought is I'm ready for another beer. I survived another week. I'm here.
Let's go to Willie. Start us up.
I missed that one. That tapioca, I'm telling you what, I have never had anything better in my life.
That's it.
Okay. That is fantastic.
Good times.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's end this thing. I think that's a good place to end it. Okay, look at other things because we can go have a beer on the porch then. It's not
Yes.
too late. It's only
Nice
9. We
out.
got time for a quick beer. So
Yeah.
Closing thoughts? You got anything else? You got? I know you had a little story.
Yeah. Well, no, I won't even do that. I've been too negative all day. I don't want to tear up Steve Kerr too for being a rich cocksucker. But anyways, that was my whole story. I had like 2 minutes of it. But I did notice something else too. Is remember last year Major League Baseball pulled the All-Star game out of Atlanta because of supposedly there was going to be voter what do they call it? Suppression. Yeah. So they moved it to Colorado where there's more voters laws, which was actually they have not mentioned that this last election they had the most
highest voter turnout
than they've ever had.
Yep.
So we're Major League Baseball really screwed the pooch on this one, huh?
Only people that suffer were the people of Atlanta. Over $100 million lost, they said.
So yeah, there was
For
so much
small
voter
businesses.
suppression that they had their highest voter turnout ever. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of what my Steve Kerr thing was. I mean, I don't know if I don't really want to go through it because it's tearing them up. It is. But
we can say
we could do it next
We
week.
can bring it up next week. It'll probably still be going on.
So yeah, so that's that.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
Who was that? Is that your Dice Clay?
Yeah. It was a mix. It was if Forrest and Dice had a baby.
And Fonzie walked in on him.
Hey.
Box of chocolates.
Jenny.
They'd be like, here's the Jenny sucking my Jesus.
Like peas and carrots.
Oh my God.
Eric?
So not to go 360 on our whole closing thoughts, but it is Memorial Day.
Yes.
And you don't say Happy Memorial Day. You just honor what Memorial Day is all about. I actually had the privilege.
Isn't it about hot dogs and hamburgers?
It's about grilling.
It's a long weekend.
Yeah.
I actually had the honor of I spent Thursday and Friday afternoons into the evening volunteering at the War Memorial in Milwaukee, and we did the Field of Flags. So I was a big part of putting out 12,137 flags that honored each one of them honored a soul, a Wisconsin service member that died during the Civil War. So every year they do something different to honor those who have fallen. So this year was Civil War related. So it was really an awesome thing to do. It felt really great about it. And then the cool thing is, and we should all do this, meet up sometime over the summer. They have a beer garden there at the War Memorial, and you're like right next to the lake. You see Veterans Park. It's just a great venue, great German beer. It's Kegel's Inn actually that does that.
Do they grill too?
They have some food. They have pretzels and Oktoberfest related food, German beers and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's an awesome venue, so we could work our way from there and over to Central Standard Distillery, like we talked about, and just kind of. I know more.
We could do it before the next Bucks playoff game.
Yeah, or just this summer. This summer, if we want to brave Milwaukee, I know it's the climate right there is. I'm torn between because I love Milwaukee and Milwaukee's just a shit show right now, but I almost feel like you almost need to try to do something in Milwaukee right now.
Can we stay away from Water Street?
Yeah, we can.
And we'll be fine, I think.
Because that venue, and it will be around a bunch of veterans too. And
Got to go to your wiffle ball field place too.
Yeah, we got to go to the Broken Bat too, which we haven't done. So we could do that triangle.
We'll reserve the field and have a home run derby.
And we'll do it all like early in the night so that we can get home to our safe haven in Kenosha.
Our home? Do you mean our home at what's that place called? Bernhardt's.
Bernhardt's. Oh yes, that's our second home. Yes.
That's weird how we fit in that hippie place.
No,
we fit in anywhere.
I know we do.
Yeah, but it's hippie place, but it also has that respect for
old people,
vintage, and that old people.
We're vintage now.
Yeah, we are. We're getting there. 8-track. What do you got?
8-track.
I have an 8-track. Can I bring it in here?
Sure, we'll plug it in.
Plug it in. Yeah, we'll set it up right there.
Oh man, the Doobie Brothers broke up.
Again?
I do have a turntable, so we could probably use it for something like that.
Like it scratch.
Wiki.
Yeah.
Wiki.
All right.
What 8-tracks you still got?
I got like a whole. I got like 28.
He's got
tracks. I don't even know
got
what I
8
have.
of them.
Got some Eagles ones, I'm guessing.
Eagles, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Santana.
Oh, I bet you got the
no.
Police. No.
Police, yes.
Bon
Really?
Jovi.
Bon Jovi. I don't think they were. It was.
Men at Work.
They were 16 tracks
Might be.
for that point.
Might have a Men at Work.
Depeche Mode. Did you see the founder of Depeche Mode passed? He passed too
I did not.
over the weekend.
Reach out.
His name was Allah.
Personal.
Mode.
Was it?
Jesus.
Allah Mode.
Oh, Alamo. I don't know if they were like weird guys. So I thought
I saw them in concert.
They good?
Yeah.
My own.
They had some good songs, but were they good in
Reach
concert?
Personal.
out. Touch face.
Jesus.
Were they good in concert? Answer my
Yeah,
goddamn
they were
question.
freaking phenomenal.
Okay.
Of course,
they're
I
a
was
good
on
band.
so much acid. I mean, anyway. Go ahead.
It's a kid show.
No, I'm done.
Speaking of acid,
Acid.
That's antacid.
that's actually what I was on.
That's Uncle Acid.
Pepto-Bismol.
You and a couple seagulls. They blew up.
Alka-Seltzer.
I saw a flock of seagulls. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Really?
Closing.
It reminds me
time.
of I saw Pulp Fiction today, and the guy's like on the couch there. He starts to get up. He goes, "Hey, you flock of seagulls,
Yes,
just
yeah.
relax, just relax."
Check out the big brain on
Yeah,
Brad.
that's right, because of the metric system.
Wow.
Oh wow. That,
Then he
got
opens up
pissed.
the briefcase and it just glows yellow and you
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
What is it? Yes.
Probably heroin. I mean, Marcellus didn't look like an upstanding citizen.
No.
that Kahuna burger.
Code
You mind if I have some of your
And
tasty
what-
Sprite to wash
it was
this
Sprite.
down with?
He goes, "What is this Sprite?" Oh, yes.
That is great filming too, because he just sits there and he just keeps sucking it until it's gone. Whole thing.
And Brad's going, "What the hell, dude? I wanted some of that."
Yeah, but he wasn't going to need it.
Is he a bitch? Then why are you trying to fuck him like
What?
that?
Here's what's,
Where are you from? What?
say what again, motherfucker? Brett wasn't going to need the Sprite anymore because he had 2 holes to drink out of them.
That's right.
One in the back of his head.
He's black. He's bald. Does he look like a bitch? Then why are you trying to fuck him like one? We could do that whole scene. I mean, it's just.
I know,
is that where we're going? Is that your closing thought?
It was a great movie. I just forgot.
And you just watched it today?
Well, no, I've seen it before, but it was on this morning. You know, it's almost like Shawshank. You know, once it's on, you got it's kind of
Shot Marvin in the face.
Oh, fucking shot him in the face.
Better call a wolf.
hit a bump.
They're like, these guys are just like pointing a loaded gun around the car.
I'm gonna stop right now. But when you pulled in here, did you see a sign that said?
That is classic.
We're not gonna say that,
and we can't.
We can't because we're a podcast.
But Tarantino obviously can.
He could do whatever he wants.
Right.
It's his movie.
All right, I'm done. So let's hurry up and get
Scott
done. So we're gonna
hasn't
have
done his
some beers.
final song.
I will say, I forgot to mention Jeff Gladney for first round pick of the Vikings was killed in a car accident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll play for the Cardinals now. He's killed 25 years old.
25. Wow.
Yeah. So 2:30 a.m. in the morning. So
Yeah,
the story
yeah.
is still kind of out there, but
Still,
condolences to the
sad.
family. 25 years old. So another passenger in the car was killed. I don't know if he was even driving. I'm not sure of the whole thing, but 2 people were killed and somebody else. So, yeah, that's not cool. That's not good. So, yeah, good show tonight, guys. As usual.
Eric, thanks for showing up, man.
Yeah, Eric, thanks for coming. So for Eric, Ed, and Willie, we'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good week.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life,
but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Let's give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.